NESIVAS SHALOM Parshas CHAYEI SARA in the shtickle called Kulam Shavin L'Taiva. It says, Ki amarti olam chesed yiboneh. Hashem says, I said that the world is built with chesed, with kindness. Hainu, shebinyan ha'olam oimid kulay amidas ha'chesed. You want to know what it's built on? What is this tower built on? The foundation of the world is chesed. Va'al kain reishis olam atikun. That's why the Olam Atikun, fixing the world, which started with Avraham Avinu, had to start with Chesed. Whenever you want to start a project, whenever you want to start anything, the fundamental principle and the basis of everything has to be Chesed. And that's the whole inyan of these parshas. Parshas Shel Avraham Avinu. Why does the Torah talk to us about Avraham Avinu, all these parshas? What is the lesson for us? It's not a history story. L'lamdeinu, to teach us, to show us that through his chesed, that's what he was. He had eyes looking, what can I do for somebody? What favor can I do for somebody? He wasn't a lightweight. It wasn't like, he's just a big heart, liberal guy, loves everybody. This was his way of fixing the world, was bringing chesed into the world, to care about other people, that it bothers you that people are lacking, that people are missing things in their life. And this is especially the midas ha-chesed, like it says, chesed keil kol hayoim. Kamay memar nakadosh mikobrin zchus yagan aleinu. Shebechol yom v'yoim, every single day, mechuyev Yehudi lasis ma'aseh chesed. The Kabrina says, every single day, a Yid is mechuyev, must do. You are responsible to do something for someone else. Shelo yaver olav afilu yoim echad oloi chesed. Not one day should pass that you didn't do something for somebody else. And a day that you did not do something for someone else, it's not counted as a day of your life. It's like you missed that day. What do you mean? I'm doing mitzvahs, I'm davening, I'm learning. Yes, you're doing all of that for yourself. But to help the world, that you're put into a world, not a day should go by that you didn't do something that somebody else in the world had a benefit that you are alive. And this comes from Avraham Avinu, that he had this vision that it's not just important, me. Even good things, my ruchnis, my davening, my tefillah. No. And it's brought down so many stories from tzaddikim that are mind-boggling and eye-opening, how they gave up even ruchnis to do a chesed for someone else. Unbelievable. And it's not the place to say all the stories. I have them all written down. But the point is that small-minded people are like, I can't do this. I'm on the way here. I'm doing my share, my this, my that. Big-minded people, tzaddikim, gedolim, understood that you don't lose out by giving up for other people. And this comes from a concept that didn't exist until Avraham Avinu. Whether it was in Stoim, they surely didn't have it. Whether it was by Noach's time, with the gzela and stealing from other people, it's the exact opposite of chesed. Taking from someone else. No, we have to give to other people. We have to make sure other people have. This was the eye of Avraham Avinu. We started a new concept that there's a God. Now what am I going to do? I'm not just going to go around the world and preaching about God. I'm going to change the world by giving. He created a home with doors. You shouldn't have to walk around. You should have access, easy access. He fed them. He did everything for them. Why? What do you have to do with someone else? You have to build yourself. You have to work on your own midos. Oh, no, me. Avraham Avinu's concept that built the world. Olam chesed yiboneh. Hashefa elyoin nishbal yidei midas chesed. Says the Shloah HaKadosh. It's even more than that. The shefa from Hashem to us, the pipeline where Hashem gives us goodness in our lives, is affected by the amount of chesed that we do for other people. Oh. People say, I don't want to give. I'm me. But they want from Hashem. They don't say, Hashem, no, don't give me. No, I want Hashem to give me everything. But I don't want to share with other people. I'm busy fixing my own life. The Shloah HaKadosh says, no. The shefa that you get from Hashem depends on your midas ha-chesed. Listen to this. This is life-changing. People want to have more shefa, more goodness from Hashem. He has everything. We need everything. We want more. We want to expand and open up that pipe of shefa, more money, more health, more wealth, more happiness, more nachas, more everything, right? But that pipe could be very small because you determine based on how you behave towards other people, right? And especially if they're not deserving, then you get stuff from Hashem even if you're not deserving. It's all in your hands. So the more that we give to other people, chesed, without wanting anything back, the more Hashem gives us. Listen to these words. Al yedei sheyehudi oisik b'chesed. Through, when a Jew is oisik, he's busy, he's oisik. It's not like, okay, here's a dollar for tzedakah, or I happen to find somebody. No, he's busy, he's oisik. It's his business. What do you do for a living? I do chesed. And then Hashem says, oh, I'm going to give you chesed. I'm going to give you graciousness and kindness and things that you don't deserve. Al yedei sheyehudi oisik b'chesed, harei hu mamshich chesed min hashamayim. By doing chesed with other people, you pull down chesed from heaven to this world. Ulefikach kasav shebechol yom v'yom mimechayev yira Yehudi lasis chesed im chaveroi, and that's why it says that every day, every yid, every single day should make sure to do a chesed with somebody else, whether it's begufay, physically helping somebody, b'mamoinai, financially helping other people, or b'nafshay, emotionally helping other people. Do for others. Learning with somebody else, or to be mechazik somebody with a good word. You're walking to shul, you're passing people. It's a chesed. How are you? How's it going? How's your day? What can I do for you? Care about other people. Which is actually, if you think about it, so you're not really doing for others because you're getting much more than what you're giving, so it's not even chesed. It's a way for you to get from Hashem. Give to other people, care about other people. And this is how chesed, the midah, the character trait of chesed, of graciousness and kindness, is different than every other midah. We don't find that you have to be oisik in other midas a whole day. You have to have the midah of gvura, of tiferes, of netzach, of hoid, of any other midah. But chesed is different. You have to be oisik in chesed. Don't get sidetracked with being busy with yourself, your money, your work, your own things, your life, your fun, your ruchnias, your anything, that you forget that you need so much from Hashem. Open the channels of shefa from Hashem. We only find this with chesed. And again, he's using oisik, not by accident. You have to be busy with it. You have to break a sweat. You have to look around. What can I do for this world? What can I do for somebody? I have a person in my family that needs me. Do I have somebody that I know that's going through a hard time? Call them. B'chol yom v'yom, every single day. Every single day, look to be the person that everybody is happy to see. Look to be that person that people they feel that you care about them. When you go ahead and you're oisik in chesed, and you do chesed with other people, it is mamshich, it pulls down on you chesed min hashamayim. And that's pshat, chesed kel kol hayoim. Shebechol yoim tzarech adam lechesed kel. Every day a person needs chesed from Hashem. Umi balodei chesed, and without chesed kel, ef shelach yois uliskayim afilu yom echad. If not for the graciousness and the kindness, the chesed from Hashem to us, we couldn't exist for 1 second. Because we need chesed from Hashem throughout the whole day, every second of every day. And we need so much from Hashem. We don't want to just get what we deserve. We don't want to only get what we earn. I once told somebody, oh, you earned it. You deserve Yiddish Nachas. You deserve it. He said, God forbid I should get what I deserve. No, we don't want what we deserve. We don't want to get only what we can earn. We want much more chesed keil, chesed from Hashem. How? Work for it. Work for chesed. Work for free stuff. We know how to work for getting rewarded for what we do, but what about for what we can't do? How do I work for free stuff? Very simple. Give other people stuff. Give other people stuff for free, you get stuff for free. You do a mitzvah, you earn reward for the mitzvah. You do free stuff to other people who don't deserve it, you get free stuff from Hashem for what you don't deserve. Isn't that beautiful? And that's why the Torah is telling us all of the stories of Chesed of Avraham Avinu. First in Parshas Vayera. Vayera lov Hashem b'Elonim mamri v'hu yoshi pesach oyel k'chaim hayoim. And he sees these three people coming. And the Torah tells us how every single word of this parsha is showing us the Goydel HaNesayin of Avraham Avinu, that he was sick. He had such a challenge. It was k'chaim hayoim. It was so hot. And Hashem was there. And still, he left talking to Hashem, and he went in his pain. Azav es hakol, he left the whole situation, vayoretz, and he ran l'krasam. And he ran out. Why is the Torah telling us this? Every single piece is showing us how we need to live, even though he was talking to Hashem, even though he was in pain, even though it was so hot outside. He left Hashem and he ran out, even though he thought that they were Arabs, Kedivri Chazal. Umikan darshu Chazal, and that's why Chazal tell us shegdoy lachnas archim yoyser mikabolas pnei ashchina, that it is more important to do achnas archim even on Arabs more than talking to Hashem and having the Shechina in your house. Torah is telling us in this parsha how much chesed Avraham Avinu had, that he gave up everything. He gave up his olam hazeh, having a bunch of Arabs in his house. He gave up so much tranquility and peace of mind. Just leave me alone and let me do my thing and read the paper. No, let's have guests and let's have an Eshel. People are going to come, Achila, Shia, Lina. Let's have a motel. Why? All to help other people. He gave up Olam Hazeh, Ve'as Olam Haba, and he gave up Olam Haba Avor Chesed. Why is the Torah telling this to us? How many times do we not do chesed because we're focused on our own olam haba? We have to know when and where and how, and we need a Rebbe, but we have to learn also to open our minds to Avraham Avinu. Avraham Avinu gave up talking to Hashem peh el peh, one-on-one. Sorry, gotta go. There's 3 Arabs, I need to do chesed. Why? Why? Because that is olam chesed yibana. That's what Hashem wants as the fundamental principle of being a Yid, of being a Jew, is someone who lives to help other people at all costs. And then afterwards it tells us about Sodom. Why is the Torah telling us this story? Because the Torah is showing us how Avraham Avinu went to bat for Anshe Sodom, the people of Sodom, who were called by Hashem in the Torah as Ra'im v'Chatoim, Ra, evil. They were horrible people. And Avram went to defend them. Wait, don't kill them. Don't kill them. Maybe there's some tzaddikim. Please, Hashem. He went to bat to defend Sodom. Why? Because if a person is chesed, a person cares about other people, even when they don't deserve it. And then the Torah tells us about Kfura Sarah, the whole Kfura of the death of Sarah, and that whole story. She'inyana hachesed she'asa Avraham Avinu gamim hamesim shu chesed shalemes, to teach us. We take it for granted. Of course, we care about chesed shalemes, but you know what? Think about it. We have something inside of us that when we hear about somebody that needs a minyan for kfura, it's something that means so much to us. Goyim don't have that. It's ingrained inside of us. We don't even appreciate how special we are. It comes from Avraham Avinu. And it comes from the Torah teaching us how to deal with Sodom people, how to deal with Chesed Shel Emes, how to deal with Achnasas Archim. Our level of Achnasas Archim, even at our worst, is a hasaga, is a comprehension, a way, an attitude of life that other people don't even have. We open up our homes. We care about mices. We care about people. We care about things. At our worst, we're 1,000,000 times better than the average regular person out there who's like, why would I live? They don't have the whole concept. Why would I care that somebody else needs something? And that's why you look even from the Freie, not religious Jews, all the hospitals and all the things in the world, it's always a Jewish name. Jews have it ingrained. You see it. The idea of chesed, of caring about other people. Caring about the world. Sometimes it's misguided and they care about the trees and the cats and the dolphins more than humans, but they care. Sometimes it's misguided, but they care. You want to know who cares about others or about the world? Jewish people. Where does it come from? Because the Torah taught us, and it's ingrained in our DNA for generations of generations of generations, that we learned this and we ingrained into our DNA. What is a Yid? A Yid gives. So the Torah tells us about how he ran out to angels and left the Shechina. There's a lesson there for us. You need hadracha on, don't just leave everything, but you have to know what to do and when to do. Recently there was a video from Reb Chaim Kanievsky. They asked him if Kollel Yungalaitu are learning at night, should give up their time to go out to deal with the kids on the street and who are dropping out and who are struggling. And he did a Gairil Hagra, which means it wasn't even his own opinion. Gairil Hagra, he's the closest we have to a Kohen Gadol. He's the closest we have to Moshe Rabbeinu of our dar, Sar HaTorah. And he did a Gairil Hagra to figure out what Hashem wants. He said, Bachur, it's important to deal with the kids. So we have to know how much and when and where, but the concept is we give up Olam Hazeh and Olam Haba for other people. And then came Sedoim, and then came Chesed Shalemes. Kama she'osak v'hishtadel sheyeh chesed b'tachlis hahidur. How much he tried that the chesed that he did should be the highest. It's a different concept. You know, you invite somebody in, you give them a bagel and butter, give them bread and butter. He said, let me get you tongue from the cows. Let me get you the best things. Everything he did, he showed us that chesed has to be done b'tachlis hahidur, with the ultimate level of hidur mitzvah, of extra beauty. The Torah is teaching us in all of these parshas, all of these chapters, as Goydel HaFlogas HaChesed Shel Avram Avinu, the tremendous level of chesed of Avram Avinu, shemizeh hischil hibanas olam hatikun. We know until Avram Avinu was a world of destruction, everything was destroyed. Avram started rebuilding the world, and it's built on his concept of doing chesed for other people. That's the world that we live in. And everything that we do and everything that we have, our focus should be, how do I make the world a better place? Open our eyes, see people struggling, walk over to them. What can I do for you? It's all different phases of Olam HaChesed. Defending those who need to be defended. Caring about those who need care. All comes from Avraham Avinu. So we're talking about the midah of chesed, of doing chesed to other people, kindness to other people. And this is really, really beautiful. It says in Ber Maim Chaim, in the Sefer Ber Maim Chaim, from Reb Chaim Chernovitz, Schus Yogan Aleinu, chesed v'rachamim, chesed is doing chesed, and rachamim is mercy, are two separate madregas, two separate things. Rachamim, mercy, is mis'oir al yidei hamakabel. Rachamim gets awakened by the person who's receiving. When you see somebody suffering, you feel mercy, rachamim, on them. You want to help them. You want to help them because you can't take that they're in pain. They're crying to you, please help me, I'm starving. Please help me, I'm in pain. Please help me, please help me. And you see their pain, and it stirs your heart, and it awakens your willingness and your desire to help them to make their life better. Zui madrega yoser ktana me chesed. That's a lower madrega because the chesed had to come from the heart being stirred, the heart feeling bad. So it's a lower level. Chesed shebe'etzem eina isha chesed ela shenis oru rachma v'chaverei. Because why is it lower? It's because really he's not an ish chesed. He really doesn't look to help people. Just he happened to bump into the guy. The guy started crying to him. He became an ish chesed because of his mercy on the other guy's situation. That's called rachamim. When you have mercy, you feel bad for somebody. They open your heart, so you help them. That's not chesed. That's rachamim. Also a good thing, but a lower level. What is chesed? Inyan chesed hu? The concept of being an ish chesed. She'ish ha-chesed hu asher hu etzem ha-chesed. Hareyu ma'atzmai mechapes tamid lasois chesed. Uv'chol mokim shehu nimtza mevakesh rak lasois chesed. U'mechapes tamid es elu as kukim lechesed kedei lehetiv lehem. An ish ha-chesed is someone who wants to give. He looks to give. He feels terrible when he can't give. He's looking at what can I do to make the world a better place? Who can I help today? He doesn't need somebody to cry on his shoulder and be like, oh, I feel so bad for him. Okay, I'll help him. On the contrary, before his heart is warmed up with mercy for other people, he has inborn mercy. He inborn has a trait, I want to give. I'm enjoying something, I want somebody else to enjoy it. I'm looking to make the world a happier place. Like Chazal say in Avram Avinu, that he used to go to the Prashas Drachim, to the crossroad, umitzap el archim, sheyuchel ligmal aleim chesed. He used to look for guests. He didn't just say, a guy knocks on his door, please help me, it's freezing outside, please help me, I'm so cold, I'm so hungry. Okay, come in, I'll feed you. No, he said, it's quiet today, let me go look for guests. I want to do chesed. And if chesed's not coming to me, I feel terrible, I feel like I'm missing. I feel like I'm lacking. I'm going to go out and find chesed. Avraham Avinu went to look for people, goyim, to invite so he can do chesed. And this is much higher than being merciful. When a woman is feeding her child, and the child is not there or whatever, then she has pain because her body wants to give. That's the way Hashem made the Bria. It's amazing. A woman has milk to give her child, the child's not there, and she's in pain. Why? Because she needs to give. She needs to nurture. That's the way her body is created right now. And if she doesn't have the ability to, it causes her pain. Kach ish hachesed. So too, a man of chesed. A person who is be'etzem, somebody who has the midah of chesed, he wants to give. Kasha en yachol, l'haitzi l'payil l'hashpia chazeh l'acheirim, when he, for some reason, doesn't know anybody that needs help, or is not in a situation to help, and he's not able to be moitzi l'payil, to make it b'payil, to actually help people, and to be mashpia chazdei l'acheirim, and to influence other people, influence and give, be mashpia shefa on other people, yesh lo yisurim mikach. He has pain over this. V'hareyu roidev u'mechapes b'ma yochel hu ligmar chesed. V'zu hoysem madregas hachesed shel Avraham Avinu. He has pain over it, and he goes running and looking, what can I do? How can I help the world? How can I help people that I know? How can I help people that I don't know? I have to say that now we're in the shloshim for my father that passed away, and this is really defining him. It wasn't just that he had rachmanis when people, they were able to get him to have mercy. He was ish hachesed. He loved to help other people. When somebody came to him with a problem, he would sit and a whole night think about, what can I do to help him? What can I do to help this person? Anybody. Somebody came to him, even a guy, I need help, I'm struggling. And he would think, how can I get him a loan? How can I give him money? What can I do? He cared to help other people. That's an ish chesed. Doesn't need to be awakened. His mercy doesn't need to be awakened. And, I feel so bad for him. I can't sleep because I have so much rachmanis. No. He's here to help other people. And everybody felt that, and everybody knew that when people came to him, he took your problem and he made it as his own. And he would literally, as long as it took, think about, okay, what are we doing about this? He needs this, he needs that, he has this problem, he has that problem. It's like gegangen in Leben. It really bothered him. He couldn't enjoy his life with ignoring other people. He knew that he's here, and there's other people who have needs, and he always wanted to help other people. We should learn from that. And that's why it says, because Avram Zakim Baba Yamim, because he took his days with him, as we said before, that every single day he did chesed, therefore he was Zoicha Hashem Berechas Avram Bakoil L'Shleimus HaBracha. He got the ultimate bracha, the full bracha, because when you live your life to be mashpia, good, and help other people, it opens up the shefa from Hashem, and he's giving you the maximum that you can get. You want maximum bracha in your life? How do you get that? By helping other people. Look to help other people. Open your eyes and do everything that you can for other people. And Hashem wants to then treat you the same way and open the shefa of chesed for you. We see the same thing happens in the next parasha after Avraham Avinu passes away. And Chazal tell us that Hashem blessed Yitzchak B'nai, and he came to be Menachem Avol. We don't see this anywhere else. Why? Lefish Avram hayu kulei chesed. Because Avraham Avinu was full, kulei chesed, in gans and completely. Chesed. Al keim and Hashemayim isnagu gam kein imoy b'chesed miyuchad al derech Hashem tzilcha. We know a concept from the Baal Shem Tov. It says Hashem tzilcha, God is your shadow. So Pashut, it means we are under the wings of God. The Baal Shem Tov says Hashem is your shadow. Look, I have a shadow under here. Who controls the shadow? Me. So to speak, we control Hashem. When we act to other people a certain way, we get that treatment from Hashem. Zeu inyan tanchumi avelim shu mimidas hachesed. Nicham Avelim is going to somebody who's in a bad place. It's chesed. You're going to tell them, Nechama, words of nechama, to uplift them and to give them chizuk, to be able to move on from their tragedy and to gain from it, to tell them how much you feel bad for them and you're there for them. It's all chesed. This whole concept is chesed. And Hashem did that chesed because Avraham Avinu did chesed with the world. Hashem continued to give chesed to Yitzchak, to be Menachem Avel Yitzchak, because chesed begets chesed. The Torah is teaching us beparsha zu shekasha Yehudi oise chesed, that when a Jew does chesed, hareyu mamshech al yidei ze chesed al atzmoi. He's mamshech from Hashem. He pulls down, opens up a shefa of chesed on himself. V'afim oivrim alav nisyonis b'yisurim ein ze stir lechesed. And even if a person goes through challenges and pain, it's not a steer, it's not a conflict to chesed. Shekol zehu mekivshei derachmana b'matar lahavi b'soifei l'tachlas ha'toiv v'bechinas Hashem berachas Avraham HaKoil. Because we know b'hadi kavshei derachmana lomalach, people have to go through things. It doesn't mean that Hashem is not treating you with chesed. People have challenges, people have pain. That's part of life. That's for our good. And everything that happens to us is meant for our good. But at the same time, Hashem is going to open up the shefa of chesed for us when we treat other people. And everything is to bring us to the tachlis ha'toiv of Hashem berachas Avraham HaKoil.